Right now, we are physically at Teofilo Coffee here in Los Alamitos, California. They have graciously opened their doors to us so that we can talk to a very special nonprofit that is trying to keep Philippine culture alive. So they provide cultural enrichment programs para po dun sa mga bata, sa mga chikiting, sa mga anak natin. This resonates with me a lot because as a Filipina who was born and raised in the Philippines, na ngayon po ay nanay na din. I have two children. I often talk about them, 7-year-old Lily and 4-year-old Leo. My husband is English, so my kids are half Filipino, half English, being raised here in America. One of the things that I want for them is to be able to grow up learning about themselves, and that is only achievable, I think, is if they are able to understand their culture and their heritage, and that's what Kabataan Culture is trying to promote.
Good job. In general, kabataan is, kids. But I think it doesn't matter that if you're, 5 or you're 85, you will always have that, childlike youth in you.
What's the girl doing?
Sumaya. Yay, got it correct.
Mari-anne, welcome to So Janelle. I'm very happy to have been connected with you because I know that you are the brains behind Kabataan Culture. Now, for those who are not familiar, what is Kabataan Culture?
Kabataan Culture is a Filipino enrichment program. What we do is we bring the Filipino culture to those that don't know what it is, and also to families that might have relocated from the Philippines to here and now have children here that want to expose their kids, their apos, their children to the Filipino culture. So we do this all online, but we also work in the community where we are able to go out and do different arts and crafts, and then even do the lessons within like parks, sometimes in coffee shops like this. It just depends where we're doing it.
Pag sinabi mong cultural enrichment program, what does that entail? Obviously, language, right? The Filipino, so you teach Filipino language. And then what other cultural enrichment programs?
For example, July 4th that just passed. We know that, July 4th is an American holiday, but a lot of people don't know that July 4th is also when the Philippines got their independence, and a lot of people from the US,
Yes.
and those are things they didn't know. So we are able to really share those stories that our kids are not able to learn in school. Mm-hmm. And also there's different, like apamay. Why is that so important? Now we see a lot of the ternos that a lot of people are wearing, are around. Why is that important? Where did that come from? The food that we're eating. It's the smallest things that we want to be able to tie our culture in and let the students and the families know that, there's Filipino in this. And then you don't even have to be Filipino to take the program. Mm-hmm. It's just for anybody that want to learn a new language. We want to be able to bring the Filipino culture. We want to be able to be that representation that's missing right now.
Kabataan is Filipino for the youth.
Yes.
Right? What pushed you to start something like this?
I started the program because I myself was looking for a program for my son. And he was 5 at the time, and there was no Tagalog program that was working for him. He wasn't able to read, so though I can put him in another language program that was teaching the culture, he was not understanding it. I wanted to make sure that if I was going to spend the money, that he was really coming out of that class and learning something. And what I'm proud to say is with Kabataan Culture, even if you have a 3-year-old, after that 30-minute class, they're already gonna learn 1 or 2 words, and they're gonna know what they're saying. And then what's nice is that you have the families that can work with you, that they're able to practice together.
I also like the fact that it's not just, I know it's Zoom, but it's not just, because I saw that there are photos, there's pictures, there's borders, and then the kids trying to learn, the student, they have a packet that they can write on, draw on, just to reinforce what they're learning.
Social media has been how we've gained ground. It has been amazing with the help of the community. When we do big events, and that's usually how we do our fundraising, we would have 400 to 500 Filipino community members come out. Even when it's raining, they are out there in full force supporting Kabataan Culture. So that's really how we've been staying afloat in this crazy time.
And that's why I'm so excited because Kabataan Culture is going to be participating at LA County's largest Philippine-American Friendship Day celebration. Malapit na po yan, July 15 at the Don Canabi Park in Cerritos, California. What have you got in store for those who will be coming to our PAFD event?
So at our booth, what we're going to have is the kids will learn how to make their own pamaypay, get a little knowledge of why pamaypay is important. And these are things that they can do with us. And then when they go home, they can also do it again. We all have a large, I guess, kid-sized board game that came from the Philippines from My Little Smart. They love it because they're kind of like little toys in this giant board game.
So mga kababayan, even if you've been, and especially if you've been to our event last year, which is Philippine-American Friendship Day celebration in Cerritos, one thing that's different this year is we're going to have a full kids area. We're calling it the Kids Zone, where there will be face painting, there will be crafts and books, there will be free books giveaway, and of course, Kabataan Culture is going to be there with their life-size board game. I can't wait to see that. Their teachers are also going to be there for you if you want to learn a thing or two. We're also going to have mini golf. Yan. So maraming everyone will be there.
And we will be there all day, so stop by whenever you want to. Bring your family, bring your friends. The adults can be kids with us.
Yes, because it's Kabataan. Anyone is bata, right?